G'day folks, it's the Motorrad Rider and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you some possibly unused space that you may or may not be aware of on your BMW R1200GS or GS Adventure. And I'm also going to show you what you can use in that space so that you can make the best of it when you're doing a bit of a trip or just pootling around town. So stay tuned and we'll get to it. The space that I'm talking about is just there on the fairing. It's part of the wind deflector, and I think BMW call the ones that are bolted there, I think they're called the winglets. And that whole area there is effectively usable space. Now I wasn't aware of that, even though it's been looking back at me for 18 months or so. So I'll just swing around to the other side and show you what it looks like. That's the space and the winglet. And I'll just move around to the cockpit side or cockpit angle and you can see what I mean. So if we look down in there, it's on the right hand side it's easier to see. On the left hand side you can see a little bit in there, and that's apparently, unbeknownst to me, that's usable space. And the only reason I found out it was usable space was the fact I found something to go in it. And I'll show you what that something was. The solution to the space problem that I didn't even know I had came about purely by accident. I was actually doing a little bit of surfing on eBay and I came across this advert, or the listing, whatever you want to call it, for BMW Motorrad wind deflector bags. I thought, what on earth are they? I looked further into it and thought, okay. I didn't know really where they went at the time, so I went looking on the bike and found out that there were the points on the bike that you can fit these bags to. So I ended up ordering them, and these are the bags. So we'll open the box up and you can have a look and see what you think. Okay, so here we go for the unboxing. So slide the box open, put that to one side, flip the lid, and we have one, and we have two, and we have a set of very basic instructions. Okay, I'll put the instructions back in the box because I'd like to show you the bags themselves. Now the bags, as you may or may not be able to tell, are actually sided. So we've got a right hand side and a left hand side. So we'll work with the left hand side one at the moment. And you've got Velcro strap for the top part of the fairing, and this Velcro band goes across the bottom part of the wind deflector. Now these are made out of a sort of like a PVC coated fabric. It's similar to what taut liners are made out of on trucks, that sort of stuff, but obviously thinner. You've also got the BMW lettering on the zip tag, which opens on a waterproof zip. So you've got, it's nicely waterproof there, and you've got a nice little waterproof dock for the zip there. So that sits in like so. Okay. We'll open that up, and inside it's lined as well, so it's soft, and there's a little bit of padding in there as well. So they're nice. They really are nice. So yeah, and just give you an example. Just reach across. That's the key for the bike. Gives you an idea on size. So that just drops straight in very easily. So you can put your garage keys, glasses, mobile phone. Now, I run an Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max, and it doesn't quite fit in this case. Not quite. I mean, you could probably squeeze it in there if you wanted to, but mine's got a very thin case on it, so it won't quite fit. But anything smaller than a Pro Max will certainly go in here and go in quite comfortably. So I think it's useful for things like, as I say, your garage remote, glasses. It could be hotel room key, could be anything small, could be tire, you know, tire pressure gauge, anything like that. So, and the beauty with it is too, you can also, if you wanted to, wrap that around your belt or a shoulder strap on a camelback or something like that, just so you can carry it with you rather than leaving it on the bike and possibly getting it nicked. So I'll also put a part number for these in the description below, just in case you want to order them. But what we'll do, we'll show you how these go on the bike and what they look like. So stay with me. Right, fitting the bag is pretty straightforward. Excuse me for just ripping the Velcro open. There's a slot just there in the fairing, and there's also a gap between the frame and the fairing just under there, and that's where the two straps go. Okay, so the easiest way to do it is to fit the top strap through the gap there, just wriggle it in, Velcro through, get this Velcro, which is just stuck up from there, underneath, just poke it through there, slide that under there, and there you have it. It's as simple as that. And I reckon it looks pretty neat. So, we just do the other side, and I don't think I need to pain you for that. So, when I've fitted the other side, I'll give you a look and we'll go from there. Well, there's a cockpit view of the bags when they're installed. I'll just come down a little bit closer. There's the left bag. You can reach through and open the zip, get into the bag, do what you need to do, grab the zip, pull it up and back up into the zip dock. And the same on the left side, on the right side, sorry. You can access the zip, open the bag. You've got a little bit of fouling just there with the windscreen knob, but that's nothing. Get your stuff in there, grab the zip, zip it back up and back up into the zip dock, and there you have it. So I think that's a really handy utilisation of some space which I didn't know I had. It looks good, and I think BMW have done a good job. So if you found this video useful, subscribe and give me a thumbs up, because it'll help me get some more videos put together for you, and hopefully it will help you out in the future. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.